For the last time, Babs, I told you no hookers at my bachelor party. Oh, wow. Hello. What? I didn't see you there.
I don't think that was an Ari Gold thing, was it? Hookers?
No, I just...
Oh, Babs.
No, I just picked that name because we were just talking about it. Hey, everybody.
Well, that's the name of your cat. Spoilers.
You know what? That made the whole thing a little bit grosser. That wasn't on purpose. I wasn't talking to my cat about hookers.
What?
I can't see her. Hey, everybody. Welcome to...
I don't know what you just said. But okay.
E3 2018. We're doing PlayStation today. But we're going to call it Sony for the whole time because I'm pretty sure that's what I made that thumbnail last year about. Because I definitely reused those.
Anyway, it's PlayStation.
Yeah, I'm Kyle Snow. That's Ryan Power.
We're watching it on the official PlayStation YouTube channel. Don't get that confused with Sony. There's no Sony YouTube channel that has association with PlayStation. It's just PlayStation. It's probably
all like tech stuff. Like these are TVs.
Yeah, but like the company is Sony made. I don't know.
Yeah,
they don't want. I guess they don't want us to know. Maybe they don't want us to know they're connected. Is that what the messaging is?
It's a secret.
I'm sure there's going to be a Sony logo at some point, right, on this stage. So it's like, what? Come on, guys. We get it.
Yeah.
Also, there's like studios that develop for Sony Santa Monica, right? That's what they're called. Anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe they've changed them. Maybe they're now called just like Santa Monica Studios. Anyway.
Yeah.
We're going to be starting at 11313 or 113.
You need to learn how to say it's 11313.
Yeah, I can say
it's
numbers.
More confusing when the numbers repeat like
0, 1, 0, 1. We're in the Matrix. It's code.
Are you doing binary now?
No, I'm not in binary.
Do you know how to read binary?
No, not really.
It's not
effectively.
Okay, it's pretty simple once you know the system, but we don't have time to go into that. But when you learn how to do binary, you can learn to read any language. I can do hex. I can do all of them. Octal. That's all the important ones. And obviously decimal, but everyone knows decimal. That's just regular numbers. Anyway, without further ado, we're going to get started. 14, 15, 16.
Yep.
All right. Here we go, Ryan.
What are we expecting to see here? I'd say Death Stranding.
Oh, yeah, 100% we're going to... Do you think they close on Death Stranding?
Maybe. Spider-Man, I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely.
That motorbike game with zombies.
Days Gone?
Gone Truckin', yeah, or Days Gone, yeah. That Sons of Anarchy Dead Rising.
What is this fucking concert?
Other than that, I don't completely know what else will be here. Oh yeah, that Ghost of Tsushima, that game Sucker Punch is working on, yeah.
Yep.
That kind of looks Dark Soulsian, almost, at least if I remember from the last year's footage correctly. Oh, okay.
Do we start
these are the little jangle dudes that you could play with when PlayStation. You remember the PlayStation Move? It's the Share Play or whatever. Or sorry, no, the
Share Play is what we use to record videos.
Like, you know how there was like a thing. Oh, what was it called? It was just like a little interactive thing you could play with the PlayStation camera when the PlayStation 4 first came out. Because if you remember correctly, there was like, this was before Twitch streaming and everything blew up. There was like a whole drama because people were doing inappropriate content. Like they were basically using this as a way to stream content out to the PS4. Yeah. How do you not remember that?
Because I wasn't... Okay, so this is...
Oh, right, you had not... Okay.
PlayStation, I didn't own one, and I wasn't as into games coverage and the knowledge of these things.
SIGs, man. SIGs.
Yes, I saw the SIGs video after the fact.
SIGs.
You tell people what the fuck that is, because there's no way that anyone unless they're gamers will know.
No.
Okay. I mean, that guy could have been your dad for all we know.
No, it wasn't. I watched. That wasn't my dad.
No, but I mean, like,
my dad doesn't listen to Metallica.
Your father's age
it wasn't Newfie music.
It could have been a man your father's age in Alberta.
Yeah, he knows what Twitch is, right?
Yeah. Was it on Twitch or wasn't it like their own fucking?
Well, I think it was either Twitch or the other one that a lot of people used to use that's now gone, or maybe they brought it back. Ustream.
That's the one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was because it definitely wasn't Twitch.
I just don't remember the name of the little thing. What this feature was called.
Yeah, without going into too many specifics, there was some like old dude
around. You could like interact with him when he was on your thing.
Yeah, that sounds right. There was some old dude who like smoked cigarettes, drank beer, sat there playing guitar and just jamming out, and he would just stream it from like while he was like sitting on his bed. in a room that looked like it was half designed by an 80-year-old man and half designed by a 12-year-old kid.
It was the basement.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just chilling in his basement playing. He was just doing some jams, man. That's it.
Yeah. That's all he was about.
But like that was on PS4, right? He bought a PS4.
Graphic material and subject matters and may not be suitable for all audiences. Damn. Okay.
For dear. Is this a tent? Where are we? Is this a ballroom?
Hey guys.
Yeah, actually, this has a ballroom vibe.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a church.
Well, no, because those don't look like pews. Similarly styled, though.
To come to church.
Oh.
Woo!
I should never make definitive statements anymore.
Knocked it out of the park, man. I've been pretty good with the.
That's not going to be in frame once half through
the settings. It's just about I had to exercise the right to hit the homer, Kyle.
You rusty cannoned it.
Remember that movie Kingsman?
Yeah.
Oh, Kingsman reference.
It doesn't end that way. It doesn't end that way.
Spoilers.
But no, again,
doesn't end that way.
And as you can see from this evening,
this would be a pretty good press conference if they all started murdering each other.
Mixed it up.
Yeah, I'm just in there. Isn't that scene where everyone died?
Yeah.
In the church?
Yeah, that was
weird. Stories
okay.
to tell, and
we know about pop culture, guys.
To our fans here with us and their fans on the live feed worldwide.
I mean, that was a good movie scene.
Ideas around what we can do for this show.
That first one was a good movie.
I didn't watch the movie. I just saw that scene.
Oh, it's a really good movie.
Someone shared that scene, and I didn't know what it was from, and so I watched it. And I was like, "Oh, that was cool."
I think I saw it in theaters. Alex and I watched it on the first day that we met.
Tonight, a deeper way, so you can learn about what's going on with these games and what's coming up in the future. You know, what we look at here.
Yeah, this one's actually relevant for us because we do most of our content through PS4. So.
Absolutely, you're the only one who has a Switch. That'll change eventually.
Yeah,
I gotta wait though because Nintendo burned me. Everyone praises the Switch to high hell, but
yeah, you bought a Wii U.
I bought 2 of them.
Why did you buy 2?
Because I bought one, played like 4 games on it, and then was like, I'm never using this, so traded it to a friend for a TV. And then Mario Maker came out, and they had to put that exclusively on Wii U when they knew they were working on a Switch later. And I bought a console for that. That's how good Mario Maker was. Nintendo.
Reggie just hit you with the fuck 'em.
Start that journey with us, and let us tell you our stories for the next hour or so. So, without further ado,
hour or so? That's
my great honor,
pretty short considering.
Unique privilege.
That must be a really long after show then.
Introduce to you, Gustavo Santorea.
Yeah, I thought the video was only like an hour and something, an hour and a half or something, but I don't know, like the actual press conference, but I don't know. We'll just have to see. Oh, we got a performance here.
All right, Andrew WK, take some notes. I'm sorry, is that a banjo? That's a straight up banjo.
All right, I totally forgot this will be here because it was that was teased last year. Kyle will figure out what it is in a bit. I bet.
I mean, it's a banjo. If somebody walks out with a kazoo, I know exactly what it is.
No.
That would be a really good way to be like, we're making.
You need to think more in tone with the tone of the song he's playing.
Yeah, I also know that was a.
And the candles, but they're in a church, so they're going for that. Oh, how much you want to bet the scene of the games in the church too? Calling it. Absolutely.
Fuck.
Kyle's like, what game is it?
I have no idea. Genuinely.
Yeah. It's been announced. They teased it last year.
Yeah, but
they showed footage for it last year.
I fucking remember. It was a year ago.
You should
19
remember.
Cell phones. Let's go. Did you know, like, when it actually comes to like actual games journalism, my mind is like nowhere. I mix.
You're gonna. Yeah, I'll just let you out.
Yeah. Like I feel like I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, obviously, like as soon as I see it, but until then, I got nothing.
It could be something else, but based on the
Yeah.
the
I mean, if
nature
you're wrong,
of
tell me what
like
you
a
think. it is,
big
but-
a big open press conference like this, and the tone of the music he's playing, I would speculate.
Yeah.
Other than knowing what's here, like from what like the known commodities, I don't know any real big
You didn't have
spoilers.
anything spoiled? That's good.
No, thankfully.
Yeah, me neither. I had one for Nintendo. I'm sorry. I had two for Nintendo, but I'm not going to tell you what they were.
I knew this was a known commodity, though.
Mhm.
Obviously, as I mentioned. So
Put your phone
what I
down,
think it
idiot.
is.
If you have to.
And I think it's big enough that's what they'd open with. You usually open with something that's known and end with something that isn't.
Yeah. And then people
Or
really
so,
want
Sony
it.
usually does anyway. Yeah, exactly. Well,
Well,
this
that's
is
a good way to
something.
do it, right?
This is something everybody's waiting for. I can't remember if it's coming out this year or not. I don't know if we ever released
Except for
it.
apparently me.
No, you are.
I mean, I'm sure I am. I just, It's hard, man. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, you do.
No, at this moment. Who the fuck?
It's Bray Wyatt, obviously.
Oh, you're right. Oh.
Went out one night to make a little round. I met little Sadie and I shot her down. Went back home, jumped into bed. 44 pistol under my head.
Wow, you didn't know it from that?
I had to look down for a second because Alex texted me and I thought it might have been important. Oh, was this fucking Last of Us?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm dumb.
I saw the Naughty Dog look come in the screen. I'm like,
Yeah,
how
no,
is he not?
Okay, so that was because Alex texted me and I thought it was important.
Like,
Sorry,
this is one of your favorite devs,
Yeah,
if
I
not
do-
your favorite, right?
Up there. They really are.
Like you loved Last of Us. I haven't beat that yet.
I did, and yep, every other Naughty Dog game that I've
I
played.
will be. I got to.
Okay. So, Ellie's a little bit older. Here's an
I was a little
Asian dude.
like I said, slightly burned on Uncharted 4, but
Yeah.
it's okay. Last of Us was amazing. The 6 hours I played of it.
Tell me about it.
Your old man really laid into me today.
Okay, so Joel's still around.
What happened?
That's clearly who they're talking about.
Another big lecture about my patrols. Don't
Spoiler
go
there.
here, don't go there. It's funny how involved he gets when
Joel's her old man?
go out.
Not literally. It would like.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought maybe they were referencing her actual old man.
She's putting on quite the show.
I can't tell if that's a girl from that like,
It's 2 weeks.
that prequel thing.
We'll be back together.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, the DLC that they
Yeah.
showed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember what that was called, but I remember everyone saying that it was really good.
Like
For
that's
1 week.
his girlfriend
Hey! What took you so long?
or
Oh,
ex-girlfriend.
I'm here, aren't I?
Keelan?
Jesse.
Yeah, no, those two were together.
Hey, don't forget we leave at first light, so get some rest.
Yes, sir.
Complicated relationships.
Well, yeah, you have to stay together, right? When you're not like together, but
Okay, I have a very.
Also, I do not think that this is the girl from the DLC.
no, it's not.
How bad do I smell?
Obviously, because I'm pretty sure the girl.
No,
from
now
the
that I think
DLC
about it, they
was-
both got bit, and they thought they were both gonna
Yeah.
die, and then Ellie didn't.
Pile of garbage? Oh.
Oh, and the other. Yeah, okay. I don't remember that other girl's name.
Neither do I, because I only played that
I
once.
remember. All I remember from that DLC, from what I saw of it, was they were in like a mall and they were going through and looking at like artifacts from the previous world,
Every guy in this room is staring at you right now.
or pre-apocalypse, which would be unique to them because they haven't seen a world other than that, right?
Staring at you.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a neat idea.
Maybe they're jealous of you. I'm just a girl, not a threat.
Also, based on what she showed of the trailer last year, a crazy murderer in this world. Yeah, you probably have to be though.
I'm terrified.
I mean, everybody would be, or they'd be dead, right?
Yep.
Joel does his fair share of killing.
Well, in the previous one, she was super buff. She was like raw.
Yeah. We weren't actually sure if that was her, though.
Yeah. At first, everyone was wondering if it was a new protagonist, where it was set.
Is that actually what got people, like, super mad? They were like, oh, fucking lambs forcing shit into it. That was, like, the most, like, fucking, like...
I mean, The Last of Us was always pretty violent.
No, not. I was talking about the kiss.
Oh, sorry.
We got really uppity about that. And I was like,
really?
That was it?
What?
Yeah. Fucking libs putting shit in our games, forcing these LGBT relationships down our throat.
They're putting the same amount of stuff they've been putting in since what 2000. Like that's not that risque, guys.
No, and yeah, one
not that there's a problem with it, but obviously
we've established that in this character already.
That isn't a new thing going on almost 20 years or plus of sitcoms and everything had
3. They also actually
gay couples kissing. That's not.
They also built to that in that 2-minute trailer where
both genders. I mean, too, right? Of both genders. That's been common for a bit now. Will and Grace was a long time ago. Like, come on, people, get with it already.
Yep. And this looks like gameplay.
Yeah,
the cutscene game was really stepped up too, which is easy to remember. Fucking Last of Us was originally a PS3 game, so it'll be nice to see what they do with the new engine.
Those people did not fare well.
Nope.
See, this looks like what I loved about. I'm curious if I can play this. This seems because she's got a lot more tools, but you had good crafting tools in the first one.
Yeah, it was you had to get your own shit with Joel.
I'm curious if you can play this more run the hell out of here, or if the plot is kind of more you want to take revenge or something.
Yeah. Well, there also looks like there's a bit of time between that cutscene and this moment. Ellie's had a haircut and she looks like she has a little more muscle definition, so it could be a couple years later. But all we know is that during that bar scene, Joel seemed like he was still alive. I don't know if he is at this point.
Maybe what you've been talking about, where shows get to the point where now that they've handled the zombie threat and now they're at the point where
humanity is a bigger issue.
Yeah, now they're fighting amongst themselves. Yeah,
which we also
I obviously you'd have subfactions of this stuff always comes up in these type of horror environments. Subfactions of cannibals is one of the big ones that usually is a.
Yeah, well, keep in mind the zombies aren't are fungal in nature, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying a subfaction of human cannibals.
Yeah,
that's in Walking Dead. That's in everything. It's oh yes, because there's a food shortage. Some people would be like, screw it.
Yeah, but yeah, it's interesting because it's not transmitted by bite. It's transmitted by the spores and getting into your bloodstream and stuff. Which
that's the infection you're talking. That's for I'm not talking about.
No, I know, but but the natural thing of usually those cannibals come up because they see the zombies doing it and they're like, yeah, this is what we're supposed to do now, and you're like, no, fucking, we're worshiping this way of life or whatever, and then, but obviously you wouldn't really run into that in a fungal zombie situation, which I can't think of any other examples of that.
Oh, you're saying okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, she's got a full-on knife, it looks like, too.
Okay. This combat looks very similar to the first games. Kind of a little more Lara Croft, actually. A little more Tomb Raider.
Lara?
Yeah. Getting some, yeah.
And, hey, can you run away, Ryan?
Whee!
Looks like it. Looks like that's an option now.
Yeah, that's what... for the record, I put Last of Us on hard because I wanted to see the tension, and everyone was like, it was more of a survival horror game, but I find myself running from encounters because it was I felt that was in universe. It's I've got to the door, I'm out of here, I'm just bolting.
Yeah.
Because the plot was just about you traveling to get her to a place, right? So I'm just I don't need to kill these people. I don't need to risk my supplies and die.
Needed to, or whatever, but that also would come up in those situations, right?
But I liked having the freedom to make those choices.
Yeah, that's
and like I said, it was one of the big bummers for me for Uncharted 4. There were so many moments where it wasn't that. It was just here's 20 guys. Hey, did you play Quake? Yeah, in 1998. Thanks. Come on, guys, get with it already.
Also, this is gonna make some noise.
Also, because this is them too, right? They did that in a previous game.
Yeah. I'm also wondering if they have it set so you I think she's out of arrows, but if you can't use your bow when you're prone like that, because you wouldn't be able to use your bow, right?
Oh.
Yeah, it sounds like they brought back Ashley Johnson as well, and she did a really good job in that first one. So.
Yeah, they're making a movie based on this, I believe.
Yep.
This franchise. If I remember correctly, Macy Williams was attached to play.
Oh shit.
Ellie. And I don't remember how official that got. I just remember a rumor about that, and I remember fan rumors were for Hugh Jackman to play Joel, and I was
yeah, hey, that sounds right.
That sounds about right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, that she is fully out of ammo.
But at the same time, like, isn't that just Logan? Kind of.
I mean, yes, but
It worked, though. Well, I mean, Ellie doesn't have crazy mutant powers.
no, and she's also here a little bit older.
She's just.
No, yes, she does. She absolutely has crazy mutant powers. She's the only person who has the infection that hasn't.
Oh yeah.
been
So she
corrected.
could. Oh wait, so is this going to turn into a superhero thing at some point? Is that the big twist? That would be so weird to go from like skulking and surviving to
I
then
mean-
just wrecking.
We can't talk about this because a lot of what I would have to say on the subject is centered around the ending, and since you haven't finished it, and like you need to finish that before you play this game, and I feel like you're going to want to play this game.
Oh, I'll
Oh,
absolutely.
nice! Get that arrow out of that guy's chest. Perfect.
But right now, her superpower basically just seems to be incredibly tough, smart, resistance, tactile,
Yeah. Well, that's something that looks like Joel.
survivor essentially. You know,
So-
which born in this universe you'd have to be
Yeah. Joel has probably been teaching her this shit because, like,
over the years. Yeah.
yeah, well,
I'm assuming a lot of the game is that too. Of the some of it anyway.
Less so because like they have like a mission going on, and like she, like he doesn't let her do any fighting at first, and then later it's like, oh, okay. There is a sequence where you spend an extended amount of time playing as her.
Oh, jeez.
Um,
Right over the head.
Yeah, she's a little bit weaker then because she's like 14, so she's not as strong as Joel is. But it's
This
like
combat looks so visceral,
designed well. Yeah,
so
this looks pretty good.
interactive, like throwing through
Is
stuff.
that actually a dodge button for that?
Like
ducking
again,
the-
this is the type of stuff I wanted more of in Uncharted. Just
Yeah.
more. Give me more.
Also, don't use a fucking. Okay, I like the way that it seems like the ammo drops are like exist. Like it's not just like, oh, these are on the corpse now. It's like, no, like those arrows are gonna fall out of that guy in like in physics or whatever.
Yeah, like maybe you'll only save arrows that you can, right? Depending on
Well, like
how
she was
you
out,
shot them.
but she pulled one out of a guy's chest.
It
that
could,
had, like,
it could be
clearly been cooked
crafting
prior.
things, though. Like you could just hover over
I mean,
them
you'll
and
probably
just
be
hold
able
a
to craft
button.
them too, but
And yeah, but it could just be hold a button, like Destiny, hold a button, and then it'll determine how many are broken or how many aren't based on a roll.
yeah.
Or maybe
oh,
maybe it'll be all like you said, physical. I don't know. Tough to tell.
yeah. Oh, is it? I thought that this was okay. Maybe this is
I told you.
before or after. I can't actually tell.
Be terrified.
Like I thought that this would have been before that other scene, but
She looks younger here. So
Like, did
I'd
she
say
do
it's
that thing?
before. Yeah,
Yeah.
than she did there.
yeah, obviously older than she did in the first game.
That looks good.
Yep. I was excited about that before. I'm still excited about that. You do you, Naughty Dog.
Yep.
$19 fucking phones out again.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good way to open a conference, though.
Agreed.
Everyone's looking for that game, forward to that game.
Strong way to open for Sony.
Man, everyone stole our fucking name for a feature. Come on, guys, come up with your own.
That was a new look at The Last of Us Part 2. We're here live in Los Angeles at the PlayStation E3 Showcase. We're taking a quick intermission while folks move
We've done
along to the
one
next part of
game.
The experience. We'll have a little
Oh.
bit more to share on that
Oh,
later.
are they like moving in
I'm
and out of
joined by
stuff?
My good friend Ryan
They're not
Clement.
staying in the
Hello.
church.
Oh, this is good.
I'm good. It's such a pleasure to be
That's
here
why
at
it's-
the PlayStation Showcase, and it's going to be a huge night for Worldwide Studios a little later when the showcase resumes. And what better
Resumes?
guest
Should we
to
skip
have
forward?
for joining us about Worldwide Studios than the chairman of Worldwide
Really?
Let's go along the
Sony?
bar and see how long they
Hello,
spend
sir.
here.
Yeah, good to be here.
I thought you were just on stage. How did you get up here so fast?
We created this pneumatic tube
I
that
don't-
was dropped into and
Walk
shot
right
right across
But
the
they
stage
show
here,
stuff up
right
here.
over here. Well,
Yeah, it looks like it's
good
only
to be
about
here.
10
I
minutes
think
before
that
they
was
get
a
into.
very
Well, it looks
powerful
like
start for
till
anything
like
from
140-ish it gets
Yeah, we're
into.
on 35.
Nah, that's just-
just for a moment.
I don't know.
Worldwide
Yeah.
Studios, you work very closely with Naughty
is
Dog.
weird.
These guys need no introduction.
Indeed.
And I'm curious, from your perspective, where is
Yeah.
your head at when it comes to developing this game?
What do you want to do
Where's your
here?
head at? I mean, they are.
I mean, we could just
keep going?
just power through it, yeah.
Yeah. Power
and I think
through
what we
it.
saw tonight, I mean,
Yeah.
this piece of content was so impactful.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
the
going to
whole
turn this down a little
relationship
bit on my
between
end
going
because.
into the combat sequence.
Yeah, so I'm
It
thinking
shows
that.
they're pulling out all the stops over at Naughty
Yeah,
Dog
Last
and
of Us-
having
they didn't
a
give a date
very
there, did they? I
broad
didn't see.
ranging game that's not gonna make
I don't
you
think
only,
so.
No,
you know,
okay.
work at it as a player,
So-
but you're going to have to just think as
I really hope that's this year, but
What do you mean? It's got the date of all dates, February 2019.
You're right.
looking
Or early
obviously
2019.
incredible.
You know what? March.
And
That's a
speaking of
March.
Incredible. I mean, Worldwide
Ooh.
Studios lately. I mean, it's just been unbelievable.
January, like all the rest of
Horizon,
them.
You have God of War, which needs no introduction.
Yeah, we'll
and
have to,
Detroit Become Human. I mean, what is this?
We'll have to consider.
What are you
Maybe don't
doing
count
over there,
Detroit
Worldwide
becoming
Studios? What's
Become Human
going
as one of
on
the top ones,
The
sir.
rule number one is do no harm.
No, that was well
right?
reviewed. I mean, some people had problems with its narrative and stuff like that, but like people played it.
Yeah.
Like from a business perspective, those games keep making money for Sony. So
Yeah.
and the audience that plays them seems to still, you know, be happy with it. I think there's an audience that like I think there's like the Room effect kind of going on with that to a degree. There's an audience that recognizes how goofy it is and just kind of has fun with it, even if that's not the intent of the studio. Sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that makes it better or worse, just that that makes it successful. You know, that makes it continue.
No, that's a good point.
Formula works.
One thing we should consider once we know a date as well is because we were talking about like maybe leaning a little bit into some of the zombie games going forward, is maybe we should consider throwing Last of Us 1 in there and then doing Last of Us 2 after it comes out. You would be playing.
I'd kind of not want to do that. Last of Us is such a narrative-driven experience that I think that would just be better experience, like on your own. Like that was kind of my big problem with Last of Us. Like it's not a fault of the game. It's that I want to beat that game in like I want to beat it over a couple nights. I don't want to beat it over an extended period of time. You know what I mean? Like, and that was I just didn't have the time to do that. I invested like 6 or 7 hours into it when I got the furthest into it at one time, and I was really feeling it. And then something came up, and I wasn't able to finish it that weekend. And then it's like yeah.
I think I beat that whole thing in one day because I got that came bundled in.
Yeah, it's like 20 hours or something, isn't it?
Very happy.
It can be. It depends on what difficulty you're playing on.
Yeah, I guess if you're running from encounters like I was, it'll probably go a little faster.
Yeah.
Kids don't try this at home.
But I mean, I wasn't just bolting for the exit. I was like, you know, if you snuck around someone, you've killed one dude, but then it's like, oh, this looks like a tough situation, but there's the door, and you just line up a good run away. I'm just like, hey, let's go.
Yeah. But I mean, I think that scratches that itch of like what you should be doing in some of the situations. Like,
but just regarding the David Cage stuff, the Detroit stuff, like for me, if David Cage was more self-aware and just made a comedy, 100%, I think those games would probably work for everybody.
Yeah.
It's that they try to present them so heady, and it's like,
well, he had split focus. Okay, he had to deal with his legal team a lot.
Yeah, I know.
Same time as fucking. What a stupid fucking story.
But I mean, obviously he wants to tell the stories he wants to tell. I'm just saying that, like.
Yeah, I didn't mean the story of the game. I meant
like
his.
I mean, you can still tell more deeper stories in some of those worlds too, without having to. I don't know. I guess there's moments when he's like he goes full on Shakespeare, and then like I don't know. It sometimes tries to pretend it's not Shakespeare. It's like, yeah, we know what this is. Like,
also maybe spend
you're
more
not
than one game in each universe.
I'm totally fine to do this. Like, it exists. That's good. But like, I don't know.
Also, maybe spend more than one game in each universe so that you actually get to justify the stories you're trying to build.
Yeah.
Or just make better use of your time.
Well, no, like, but he's kind of going for like movies, right? He's going for like this is so like Heavy Rain was like a. A pseudo crime thriller, right?
Yeah.
With some identity stuff going on, right? Like with some like messing with your head, what's really going on, Like it's kind of going for some of that stuff with like horror elements even. And like Detroit's more of a, AI sci-fi thriller, right? Like so he's just going for these like movies, but he's like hitting like it feels like he's trying to pay homage to movies to a degree, and it just sometimes I feel like it comes off
you should write a JRPG
because of the not just the game he's in, or sorry, the engine they make their games in and how they play, but also just because of like.
So I say we kick it off with a look at the
latest
from the world of Call of Duty.
Sure, games at least. Sorry, we'll talk over them because I mean, if they have something, they were just marketing at that right there.
Yeah.
As far
I didn't feel that. I mean, that's what we've been doing the whole time, right? If the conference seems like they're saying something important, we've let it happen.
Oh, this is just remastered maps.
Yeah, jungle, mid lane, blue buff.
I don't know if anything will ever get me back to Call of Duty.
Oh, I'm burned. I
never say never, right? Because what if they just do something insane, like, right? You never know in a world of craziness that.
Yeah.
Stranger things have happened, but.
Slums.
Battle Royale and zombies is not what I want.
Yeah.
That's kind of the thing right now that I've kind of accepted what Call of Duty I like. if they ever release Modern Warfare 2 remastered, I'll get that. It might have already released and I missed it, but I don't think it did. And then I'll play that and Modern Warfare remastered.
Also, can we talk about how stupid it is to name your game Black Ops 4, but when you're doing the numerals, it's 4 lines?
Showcase kicking off in just a few more minutes. We're in a short intermission period here, but we've got some good stuff to talk about. We've got some good friends.
But yeah, anyway, the goofiness of the way I like to think of it is like sometimes there's goofy things that happen because of the way the characters look, interact, and move, and how when the game tries to present itself so real, those become jarring, right? Those become they look weird. Like,
Whereas you can get weird stuff out of
look at Bethesda's games. For as serious as some of those plot lines, they also have fun with it too. You know what I mean? Like they acknowledge that it's a game.
3 as well.
Yeah.
For those who
well, and you can get away with like weird jank when you're leaning into it, right? Like Dead Rising is full of jank, but goddamn is it charming because it's like they're putting jank in there on purpose in some cases, right? You can accept when somebody's like gets stuck on a wall and they just have to like accidentally murder 19 zombies when you've also got them wearing a Lego head and like booty shorts on an old man with a camera who's just like, "Cover wars, you know."
We can get Black Ops 3 for free.
Oh my god!
Available for 6 days.
Tasty treat.
You don't if you don't add it to your library, and by then you'll never be able to get it.
No.
Good news. We got to share 5 really cool announcements last week when we did our countdown, kind of ramping up for tonight's big show.
I mean, that's probably a big deal. For people who have skipped out on stuff, this might be a moment for them to be like, hey, let's check this out. But
yeah, I just FPS is for the most part where like that was something I was really into in high school, and it's kind of moved away. Oh, they're recapping their 5.
Except not really, because you still play a bunch of games that are FPS.
No, but I mean, like, but that was like my focus when I was in high school. Like, I played all of them.
Yeah, like competitive is not.
Like I would have considered myself an FPS gamer in high school.
Yeah, like for me, it's just like I'm more interested in like Cyberpunk's an FPS game, right? Like that's I'm interested in that type of stuff. Yeah. Give me an open world game, sure. I don't care if it's FPS.
Also,
I just don't want here's a deathmatch game, right? Every time.
Yeah, that Tetris, I could end up actually seeing us doing something.
But yeah, that Tetris. If you didn't see the trailer for that was released early.
Yeah. Well, they're recapping everything that was done early right here.
Yeah.
I was kind of listening. They showed us Days Gone a second ago as well. And I don't know.
Twin Mirror. What's that? That looks pretty interesting. VR.
Look like you've seen a ghost.
Is that Keith David?
Comes a heartfelt story.
I don't think so. No.
Really? Who are you?
What is this art style? Beat Saber.
Yep.
I've seen some of this. This looks rad.
Yeah, it's Guitar Hero, but with lightsabers.
Yes. Also, this needs a Star Wars skin with droids and other things shooting at you and you fighting them, and it being all interactive, but it all being musical based on Star Wars music.
Yeah, absolutely it does.
Sony, come on. Talk to EA. They got to make money on that license someday, right? Actually, I think they have made money, just not quality.
Shouldn't they just have kept everyone in the church? Oh, they didn't have the fucking setup for that stuff. That's why.
Wait, do we have two? What?
That's why they did the intermission. They were moving everyone out of the church.
Yeah, it was great to
Was the church literally just for the open?
Yep, because Last of Us. I don't think like it was cool, but I don't think it was worth a 10-minute fucking intermission.
Okay, so this next franchise boasts a huge loyal community of nearly 6 billion hours. Incredible stuff.
Like realistically, if you want to do the church thing, you fucking get a bunch of people to sign an NDA.
A community of 6 billion hours? Does that sentence make sense? Does he mean the community has played 6 billion hours?
I think that's what he means.
Bolstered a community of 6 billion hours. It doesn't really make sense, that sentence, just like Destiny 2. Thanks. Welcome to Destiny.
I mean, I still love Cade, so.
Spoilers. Anyway, not gonna say anything.
You talking about the speaker's been kidnapped? Was that okay.
I know something about Destiny 2, this DLC. I had heard through the grapevine that your boy might not be your boy much longer.
They're killing off Cade? Nathan Fillion wanted more money?
I mean, there's 9 new supers and stuff in this, so I mean, also everyone keeps talking about this new PvP mode. That's, if you haven't heard, it's like a horde mode where you like then have the ability once you've collected enough
To be fair, he's an
currency
Exo, he's
during the
fine.
horde mode to go over to the other team's base while you're all charged up and you have like abilities and you can try to wreck them and like prevent them from getting more points, right? But only one person goes, right? It's not a team.
Yeah.
Which is unless you're all charging up at the same time, I think. Like
Yeah.
that's interesting.
I think Cade's probably fine, dude. He's an Exo. He lost an arm in like the.
Well, also
game.
ghosts resurrect
Got it
people
back.
all the time.
Yeah. Also, yeah, that.
But I mean, it seems like you're avenging Cade. I don't know. That seems to be. Hey, what if John Wick but Cade? Actually, that was kind of more Kill Bill.
Powerful new look at Destiny 2. Forsaken is coming out September 4th on PS4. A lot of great enhancements and content for that one. And
cool.
Yeah, it looks.
I'll
looks
wait
really
on
good.
to
There's a lot of buzz
the
about
word
that
on that.
Gambit mode
I might
coming out,
actually be
and
interested.
if you're
Gambit,
into
that's what it's called.
not
Gambit
too
mode.
bad.
But
Not too bad.
there's
Like I said,
only
all I've heard through the grapevine is
We
people
are
saying this is the
really
mode
seconds
Destiny will
away
be
when it
known
comes
for.
down to it from
Which,
the rest of
hey,
PlayStation's E3
it has a
showcase.
MOBA-esque vibe
Thank
to
you
me.
so much
Yeah, a
for
little bit.
Not
a lot
completely,
more
but
in store
it's
tonight.
kind of more like, hey, what if
But
Gears of War Horde
for
mode plus
now,
Dark Souls
almost
Invasions?
time.
And it's
I
like,
think
what?
it's almost
Wow,
time.
with
Yeah,
with
get
like
to it.
MOBA
Actually, while
currency
people
and
wait,
like
let's get to it. We have
progression
so much to
systems. It's like,
Okay.
what?
Got a lot more in store.
But in
Let's check
Destiny
it out
world, that's
live right now.
I'll give Bungie credit. That sounds like creative. That
Yeah.
they were
Oh,
thinking
here we go.
outside the box on that one.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
It's just like every game is like, here's some
name
cosplay.
that instrument. I don't know what it is.
I
I
don't
think
know.
it's
This,
made out of bamboo.
probably. This has got to be Ghost of Tsushima, right? I know it's not how it's actually said, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I'd imagine. This looked rad last.
It did
the-
look
what they
rad
showed
last year. Yep, I was really excited for that.
That Sekiro was on high on my list for or Saki was it? Is that what I get there? Or is it Sekijo, the one that From's doing for Microsoft? But this is also high on my list.
Yeah.
Interesting games. I can't remember. I hope I got that right.
Um,
Remember? No.
yeah, I feel like you definitely got it wrong, but I know which game you're talking about.
Yeah.
I feel like it was English words, wasn't it?
No, it was like I'll get. You know what?
Don't use your computer if you're gonna look that up. You don't want to break your whole thing, dude.
Hero. I got it right. Look at that. Shadows die twice.
Okay.
And then I said Sekijo. I got it right, and then miss overcorrected. Freaking correction culture.
I mean, people wouldn't correct you so much if you didn't get things wrong all the time.
Man, he's rocking it.
Yeah, this dude's into it. Vape Nash!
I feel like this went from like peaceful, patriotic protest of the village to
Now,
like
this is the part of
getting
the
ready
song
for
where he's-
war, right? Like we're
No,
getting
this
ready
is
to
the
go out
part
to
where
defend
he's-
our honor. They're coming for our crops.
No. The first part was just like him with his marriage, and this is the part where it's about his divorce. He's a little angry about it.
That's some nice blowing grass though.
He's like,
Wheat in the
"Took out
wind
my
or
money."
whatever. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that performance.
Again, better than Andrew W.
That dude's
Cage.
hyped for Destiny 2. Okay.
They gave him that shirt to sit in the front row, 100%.
Yeah.
Nobody picks their own clothes.
Swag bag. Here's your Destiny shirt.
Yeah, if you want to sit in the front row, you have to wear this. Alright. Sony Interactive Entertainment presents!
Well, obviously.
Yeah. At the Sony press conference? No fucking way. That's some good looking trees, though.
If that's, I don't know. If that's
How did,
game.
how, how do they look in 480p, Ryan?
Good.
Okay. They look much better in 1080.
I mean, the thing is, it's art right now, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure this isn't game footage. If it is, if the camera just like zooms up and zooms in, and everyone goes, whoa, I'll be like,
that'd
oh
be pretty
man.
dope. Oh, he's got a pot leaf.
It's red too. So that's a maple leaf. Whoa.
Yeah.
The resolve on that,
Oh,
that
Mitsurugi.
man's face is very steady.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my
Mongol
goodness.
Invasion Day 9?
Oh, what can this game
It's a
just
looking
be
good
here?
Good looking good game.
Oh my goodness.
That's gonna get showcased at some point.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This game looks great.
Man, that woman looked bummed out.
Well, yeah.
So
but
what a sad-looking tree.
I mean, like this world is so
Yes.
freaking.
It's very pretty.
Everyone's like, why go back to Japan? It's a trope.
Yeah, it turns out people really like Japan. Otsuna Grasslands. You guys have made really good grass physics. Fucking spend some time in the grass. It's a good decision. Look at that one red tree. It's fall there, but it's spring everywhere else.
Look at this world.
It looks really nice.
Oh my goodness.
So even just like the fucking like shit. First of all, English. Come on.
I mean, it's all war torn. It looks like ridiculously destroyed. And,
yeah, it's all fucked up. But like it.
Like, is it? You think is it this feudal Japan? Right. That's what you think set in.
Yeah. Well,
like, correct me. That was like that's
approximately 9 days in.
Is that like? Is that when like it was just like a bunch of different clans fighting for territory?
I'm not sure. Okay. I feel like it was like Mulan era.
Is that's Japan? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, because I'm trying to remember because Dynasty Warriors is all the Chinese dynasty stuff, right? Or is it a mix of all of it? I can't remember.
Oh, you know what?
Because I know Dynasty Warriors, even though the games are like the games, but they all the hero characters in Dynasty Warriors. I remember.
Was a geisha, so I thought I was just my mind goes to Japan, but that you know what? It's probably China because that dragon looked right.
Also, if you're from China or Japan, we apologize. We do not know.
Yeah, we're not.
He has a katana, which makes me think Japan. So.
Yeah,
right?
This is Japan. I'm
katana, samurai, eventually Yakuza, or samurai Chinese. I thought samurai was Japanese, right?
Japanese, and so is ninja.
They're both? Okay.
Yeah, no, Mulan is definitely China, though, so sorry about that.
Okay. Yeah, so this looks like...
Okay!
This looks like some clan fighting.
Fucking Genji over here.
Oh,
I pushed R1.
Oh, that guy kind of has like a Deathstroke vibe with his face paint.
Oh, here comes a guy with a shield. Okay, got to get around that shield. Okay.
Or his war armor. That one guy did. Okay.
How are we gonna deal with a guy with a range advantage?
Different weapon types.
There's a parry.
Counters and parries. Yeah.
Yep. Parry.
Looks
block.
like you have stance changes though.
I can get down with stance changes. So did Kiryu.
The combat looks way more deliberate though. Dark Souls-y.
Yeah. And kill animations I'm totally fine with.
Yep. Oh, I like that block. This looks like how I want a lightsaber game to play.
Yeah.
You're late.
You're impatient.
You can just do that? I bet you could have chosen not to do that, right? He hit the button there. Oh, dynamic weather.
Also, that looks like a really impractical quiver. Can we just? Those are gonna fall out so badly.
Let's go to the
look, it only covers like 5% of the arrow.
Remember Sago Bridge? We strike quietly, and they kill the monk.
Okay, so this is like some religious place. Monks.
Stealth.
Yep. I kind of actually
I'm sorry, did you just rip that guy's fucking
I kind of get an AC Origins vibe out of some of this. Like the
are you gonna complain about it again?
No. I mean the animations of the combat.
I know.
You know, with like kill animations, stealth, the way they highlighted the enemy in white when you got behind him.
Yeah, I was kidding. Yeah, maybe don't touch that bell, dude.
The way you climb.
Grapple hook? Yeah! Okay, they didn't show us that last time. I'm fucking in.
Pretty sure you don't.
What, sorry?
I said you don't have a grapple hook in AC Origins, I don't think.
No. You have one in Uncharted 4. Troy Baker and a grapple hook, the two greatest additions to that series.
Can you do Batman-style drop kills? Can you highlight them and then just wreck him?
Creed-style drop kills? Who are you gonna pick?
Oh, you can chain them.
Chain
yes. Yeah.
Probably only if.
This is more Batman than it is Assassin's.
And that actually, like, that cut shows up on his actual back. Okay.
That was rad. Good. I am the best assassin.
They gone.
Reinforcements. We have to move.
Let's do it.
He is covered in blood.
Oh.
Did he just get hit in the eye?
Masako.
Stand aside, Jin. You betrayed my family.
Oh, okay.
Run!
I wonder why we're protecting him and why they want to kill him.
Mongols win.
That's probably a plot reason. No, that's a look at the freaking. Okay,
Okay,
so we're
that
gonna see
was some fucking
more
Metal Gear
boss
Solid
encounters
3.
here. Oh my goodness, look at this.
This is like Snake and the boss, like right here in that field.
Let's see some boss fight.
Yeah, I mean the boss, the character, obviously. Also, I just realized you both have dual
Yep.
swords. One looks smaller than the other for both people, so that makes.
Give me.
Look at this world and the visuals. Oh yeah, that looked like a unique
I wonder
parry.
if that's a QTE
I wonder.
or
I wonder.
if it's
No, I wonder if like you get unique counters and parries in boss fights specific,
maybe.
or if like you just have multiple different types of counters. Because it looks like you can do the hold block, but I don't know if maybe there isn't a stance change. Maybe there's just like the stance changes. If you're holding block, you do other things. That's what it kind of looks like. Oh, yeah, that looks kind of contextual.
Yeah.
Coming. That's our enemy.
Washaw. Tiptoss.
Yeah, he doesn't want to kill her. They're friends, I think. I'm taking your good sword. Oh, okay. Yep.
Man,
Just
that
as
looks
you
good.
know.
That looks good.
Sucker punch! That does look really good.
Like I can't. That just looks fun.
Yep.
Good,
I
good
want
world.
all
Just
of
run
that.
around in that world. Hopefully, all single player. That looks like it has nothing else. Like there's no need for hooks or you know what I mean. Like,
Except for the grapple hook.
what do you think about? You think there'll be loot? I hope not.
Yeah, I agree. You don't need changing gear. You just have your two swords and you're good.
Like you can change outfits and stuff, just
Yeah, yeah,
aesthetically.
but not like-
go
yeah,
nuts
yeah.
with aesthetics. Let me customize the look of my sword and stuff, or get like different sword. Like maybe I can get new swords forged that do different things or are better
Well,
or something.
I think
But,
that, like their swords were like an extension of themselves. Like you didn't change swords as.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, like unless you like broke your fucking sword.
What's this?
But that was like breaking your arm.
The oldest house is a shifting place. There are rules and rituals.
And this is a thriller ass looking thrilling thing here.
And deeper.
What the hell? Some of these characters look really familiar.
Yeah.
Should I
I'm
know
almost
this?
giving- I'm almost
Is this
giving it 4 out of
Inception?
5, but I mean, everyone's flying. She has powers. That was some telekinesis bullshit.
Is this Death Stranding?
No. That sounds ridiculous, Ryan. The only familiar characters we have there are a baby and Norman Reedus, and they're definitely closing on that.
But like all the characters were flying and hovering all weirdly in Death Stranding, the trailers. Also, whatever this looks like looks very Kojima-y, but I don't know. What is this? Stars. She just floats away.
Control? What the fuck is that?
I have no idea. Remedy in 505.
2019.
That looks cool. Yeah, February. No, just... I don't remember what they did.
Me neither.
That looked really cool.
That's some spilled ass beer. Your electronics, come on. That's a PS1.
Oh yeah, okay, that's the Alan Wake. Yeah, okay, I saw vibes of that in there. That's the Alan Wake studio. Right.
Yep. Also,
They also did that.
Clean up your apartment. That's
Sean Ashmore game that was on Xbox and PC. That was like connected to a TV show.
Is this the perspective of a rat?
Stuff. Yeah, it looks like it. You got some Fruit Loops there.
Yeah, there was a gross apartment,
brand,
pizza
though.
and spilled beer next to a PS1.
Yeah, we're in a different time, Kyle. Clearly, we're not in the current time. Were we in a grocery store, or is this just?
There was a spilled beer with pizza, and that thing's dead.
Is that just the house that eats only disposable foods?
Maybe it was like a survival bunker. Oh, Zambos.
Days Gone, maybe.
Maybe, but they showed that pre. Oh, gross.
Oh. What?
Is that
Leon S. Kennedy?
Your boy?
He looks young.
He does.
Like he looks Resident Evil 2 young.
Was he into? I thought he wasn't a protagonist. He was a protagonist in 4 though.
He was a protagonist in 4 and 2.
Oh.
Chris was a protagonist in 1 and 3 and 5. No, you switch characters between Chris or Leon. You can play as Leon or her. They give you multiple character choices in some of the in 2 and 3.
Is it like actual choices, or is it like
no, like there's missions I believe where you just play as, or like you can choose to play as I think one or the other. Like at some point, like just in the menu. Maybe I'm misremembering that. Maybe you just run with them, but yeah.
God damn it!
What's this though? That's the question.
I'm gonna guess Resident Evil, Ryan.
Of course.
I haven't played 1 or 2 in so long. All I remember is 2 was about the city. One was like in the mansion, and 2 was like, hey, welcome to the whole city. Oh yeah, 2 is also about the police. This actually looks like 2.
Maybe it's like remastered. I don't know.
Are they remaking Resident Evil 2?
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Okay, well that'll have to get added.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Add another
January
big release.
2019.
That was one of the scariest games I played as a kid. Resident Evil 2.
Pure today.
That's a big play, Capcom.
What's that? Nice meme, dude.
Wow, really? Man. I'm curious if that's single player co-op. I wonder if it's like the rebooted Resident Evil, you know, the one they made that was like the one that came out, or was that one's called Resident Evil 7, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, this just looks like it's a remake of 2, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Man, that's hype. I totally have to add that when we play at 4 and 5, Kyle.
I mean, yeah.
Because like 1 and 2, the originals just control so badly, they're so hard to go back to. But if they remake 2, and 2 was my favorite anyway, other than 4. 4 and 5. 2's after that.
I'm trying to remember, because I know that Leon was one of the ones in 2. Was it Claire Redfield or Jill Valentine who was in 2 with him?
I think it was Claire. Jill's with Chris, because 5 deals with Jill as well.
That sounds counterintuitive, because Chris and Claire are siblings, right? Wouldn't they be together?
Yeah, but like they're all part of a task. Like they're all part of the.
Okay, I don't know anything about Resident Evil, so yeah. I just assumed that they were just all like random like ragtag survivors.
Oh my God, somebody call 711 because that's the emergency dial number for this.
Yeah, the 2 protagonists are.
Rick and Morty asked Rick and Morty, by the way. Which I guess
know nothing about Rick and Morty.
Should have given that away.
And instead of Rick and Morty, I'm just going to totally talk
Created
about
by
Resident
Justin
Evil.
Roiland? Yeah.
Yeah, you're Leon and Claire.
Okay. Is Jill in 1 then?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe she's in 3. Again, I'll look this up after.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do we need to see this Kingdom Hearts trailer a 3rd time, or is you going to show us something here?
We're seeing Pirate fucking Sora. What the fuck are pirates? Do they steal things?
These ones aren't going to steal anything.
Yep, you always did like this world.
Gorsh!
Still.
Is this Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah, they had that in the previous games, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe 2.
Yeah, that's the black fucking pearl there.
And it'll be some Jack Sparrow-ass Jack Sparrow. I've never watched any of these movies.
I watched the first one. These are pretty decent renditions of the actors, I guess.
Yeah, they always try to make these worlds seem a little more realistic. That was kind of the neat thing about Kingdom Hearts, as you'll see. Like, the Nightmare Before Christmas world, it's not just like, here's this world in our engine. It's like, hey, let's oh my god, they added bow combat? And like, Assassin's Creed style boarding?
Yep.
Hey, guys.
So,
like,
we're never going to beat 3. I'm going to spend all my time in Boat World. We're going to get
It seems like every world has really unique combat. At least this is something showing something new.
Underwater.
But you know what I'm waiting for, 100%.
Yeah. Frozen. Frozen's what you're excited about.
No, they already showed it.
I know.
They don't even have to add Marvel, just one of them. Just put Marvel or Star Wars.
Or both.
I mean, well, listen, if you want to make milk money, yeah.
Yes.
That'll be paid DLC. Let's be real.
You give this creep the time of day.
Sora, stand down.
Or in a sequel.
Sora, I'm drunk.
Strike a
Think
pirate aboard ship
that's Johnny Depp?
when said pirate offers to confabulate.
Sounds like
They sometimes got the voice actors. I'm pretty sure for Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, they get like Jimmy Woods, for Hades and stuff.
I mean,
yeah, that
They have come for us.
Wait! Oh no! Stop!
Toy Story.
that was not Tom Hanks.
Safer with me staying
No. And sometimes they get stand-ins.
Please, go away.
And yeah, that's not Idina Menzel, so.
Maybe I'm mistaken too, but I thought in one of them they did at least get the originals.
Screams and sadness from those children.
Yeah, and the whole time they were trashing our company in the process.
You're following her.
Maybe she's one of the 7 pure lights we need. The news.
I don't even know what that one means.
Oh, okay. That wasn't just me who was confused? Great.
And at the end, you'll
Oh, dude, there's stuff I don't know because of the what they've added. I only played base 1 and 2. There's 2.5, there's like Birth by Sleep, there's Chain of Memories, that was a they've merged it all, and apparently you need to know it all because they added a million things and everything. But if you pick it up, all that, I believe all that stuff got added into 1 and 2, like the remade versions of them, just in like different forms. The cutscenes or extended gameplay or something.
He still has his dress. Okay. That's the only reason I knew who that was, because he's still wearing a fucking dress.
The 7 pure lights, is that what they said?
Yes?
Yeah. That's February. You can call it January.
it's 3 days.
Yes, there you go. You pick up your limited edition PlayStation 4 Pro.
HD 1.5 remix.
There
so
you go. This is what you're talking about.
This
is over $100 on
right?
on the PS
yeah, but
Store.
3 fucking games.
Actually, yeah. See, Final Chapter Prologue. This stuff I'm pretty sure has all the extra stuff in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
1.5 plus 2.5 remix. I don't know what that means.
I think
that's
that
just the first Kingdom Hearts. That's not even 2. It's Kingdom Hearts 1. 2. I don't know.
Some extra shit. I'm assuming that because they did the same thing with 10 and 10-2, right? Where there's like extra shit on that disc that like I've never played before.
Before we do that, I'll research what all that shit is.
Yeah. So what will probably end up happening if we need to know all that? Oh, this is Death Stranding. That's the baby. Give us the thumbs up. Yeah, this is a thumbs up. I love that baby.
Wait, is that just his ticker for the studio that whole time? That's just like his open for the game, you know, like how you have when a studio name. Oh my goodness, that whole trailer was just the babe. Really? That better if that's the case. Wow.
That has nothing to do with this game. Oh, here, hey Norman Reedus.
You have dooms like me. What's your level?
I've got the extinction factor, but I think you got me beat.
Extinction factor.
No, but I can sense them.
Wanna come work for me? Must be tough out here on your own.
I can't help you with that. I make deliveries. That's all.
Shit, you're a delivery driver or a parcel carrier probably. I don't even know if there's a vehicle. Yeah.
You're just walking through a giant fucking world.
This is just the postman in the apocalypse. Okay.
Flying robot that he drives.
I would not be stunned to hear Hideo Kojima say, "Yeah, I really like that Kevin Costner movie."
I mean, he liked all those old ass movies, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. That seems like it'd be up his alley. I'm pretty sure a lot of that movie was him just traversing around. Like there was just like, hey, he's a well-traveled person because he delivers mail in like 1901 or whatever. Because there's no cars. Just horses everywhere. Walks. That's the thing, right? If someone has a house on a mountain or something, you can't horse up it. You have to just hoof it.
Yep. Bad choice of words. You can't horse up it, so you have to hoof it. Come on, man.
I see. Well, unless it was in the Skyrim engine.
Mountain goats.
Then you just glitch up.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Is he carrying a corpse?
Here's your milk.
Is that a wrapped up corpse?
Kind of looks like it. So this maybe he was a space traveler or something. I don't know.
Oh, here he is on Shadow Moses.
They're clearly on some other planet. Like his suit looks very like it could just be a suit designed for living in this world, or he could have crash landed here with people because the stuff he's dragging. Yeah, the stuff he's dragging with him kind of reminds me of spacey stuff.
Yeah,
that you can take, but it's tough to tell. This looks like a traversal game though right now, but there'll be some weird combat, I'm sure.
Oh, 100%.
Or this is just the first 2 hours of the game, and then you come.
Yeah,
then Norman Reedus isn't in it at all. It's just David Hayter. David Hayter playing Nolan North.
Oh, gross! No, not your toenail. Gross.
Can't stop walking though, just because you hurt your foot. People got to get their mail.
Give me your hand in life.
Purelator presents He's Purelator in the old day.
He's just updating an app the whole time, out for delivery, and it takes him like 2 years to get there because he had to walk it.
Here's your loot box, kid. Thanks. I just hoofed it all the way up to 70 miles.
Yeah, here's your weed. Actually, if they just swapped out Norman Reedus for David Hayter, that'd be great. Because David Hayter wasn't in the last Metal Gear, so he really did keep us waiting. Wait, that's not how physics works. It's not an invisible thing crushing the ground because he didn't crush the picture. Is that thing like
it's Kojima physics? It can do whatever it wants. Yeah, like what if this weird crazy universe like this, but also Stranger Things? That's kind of
discount Scarlett Johansson.
I'm kind of getting.
Or real Scarlett Johansson? I actually can't tell.
I don't know. I couldn't tell either.
Is that discount Mark Ruffalo?
Sigh.
Let's get that in, everyone.
Invisible. They can hear you breathe.
These tears are real.
Now, I think when they grab people, they get launched up into the sky, like in that the trailer from last year or something. Because now they'll like look at the sky and a bunch of bodies will be grabbed or something.
Headed into town. Watch yourself. Those things never stay gone for long. The time flow fast forwards whatever it touches. But it can't wash everything away.
Okay, so
won't let go. I'll see you around.
We're dealing with some like time dilation bullshit. Good, let's
Seems like it.
That's what Kojima was missing with Metal Gear. Moving through timelines.
I mean, he did. No, I see.
My status is fucked. There's tons of them.
No, I mean like in universe moving through timelines.
I mean, yeah, but he released them in different orders so that it would. I mean, like. Yeah.
The impression I got from this was like if things touch you, they accelerate your aging or something. So we're gonna have like some shit that's like way older than it should be, next to some shit that's like newer than it should be or whatever.
There's just 800 Norman Reeduses.
Yeah, well you'll run into like your friend
all of different you
grew up with together, and he's like 50 years older than you because you guys got touched for a second or something. Oh hey, that's the baby.
Okay. The baby powers him. So basically they just grabbed the portable units of the Matrix and said, what if we use this on our chest to power everything we do? Okay. Whoa.
Yep. Hey, Psycho Mantis. Baby, get
also,
up.
all those enemies also look connected by the umbilical cord to something. There's a lot of that here, the birthing vibes.
What the fuck is this like thing that's like the radar?
This is
thing
Kojima giving birth. That's what this is. This game. The end of this game is what Kojima's wanted to tell the world his whole life. And then we will never be the same again.
Do you think that there's a Metal Gear Solid Easter egg in there? Somewhere?
I think the entire plot of Metal Gear Solid was an Easter egg for this game.
Okay.
That's more Kojima than what you're saying. I think he might appease and throw like a toy or something, but
Yeah.
I don't think that's
No.
the apple.
The opening cutscene is like Solid Snake doing something, and then he wakes up and goes, "That's a weird dream." And all of Metal Gear Solid has just been a dream the entire time.
A cryptobite a day keeps the time fall away.
Gross. That thing was still moving.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Mads Mikkelsen?
Leia Seydoux.
You still don't know
And
who I am, do you?
Lindsay Wagner.
Two people I've never heard of. Hi. Look at my rainbow.
I'm trying to figure out what is going on, but you know, maybe
Ryan,
that's not.
I don't think that
Babies are going on. Birthing
by sleep.
by death and spirit.
I'm dreaming of some drop
lifting
distance here.
And KT.
Shibusawa, that was one of the captains in Yakuza 0. I'm surprised they didn't close on Death Stranding.
Well, it wasn't new. It was a known commodity. They
Yeah,
teased
but
it
I mean-
last year.
But like, it's Kojima. I kind of feel like he kind of breaks the rules with that stuff a little bit.
Close on something we haven't known.
Yeah, but Kojima.
And I still can't get over that Resident Evil 2 remake. What the hell? That looked rad.
Also, this looks pretty
This
rad.
was Team Ninja, eh?
Yep. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
Yeah, I got that wrong, by the way. I'm pretty sure. I think Team Ninja's the Ninja Gaiden people, and Ninja
Sweet.
Theory did something else.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, they both have Ninja in the name, and I'm pretty sure the other one might have also done a game that had Ninja in the name at some point. I don't know. I'll look it up after. Death defies you. So you come back from the dead and you collect things when you don't die. Is it just Dark Souls?
Yeah.
Like I get it. Everyone's doing a hook with it, but come on, you don't need to trick us. Whoa.
Oh, that song
Maybe
that
it isn't
everyone knows how to play on piano.
No, this is a new game entirely. We're moving on from that Team Ninja game, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Oh yeah, maybe they close on Spider-Man. I was just gonna say.
Oh yeah, they totally close
the raft. I mean, my only hope is that they show something for a teaser for the Square Enix thing, because reportedly it's in the same universe. Yeah, but reportedly the Square Enix Avengers game is going to be in the same universe as this, because they want to build a Marvel game universe. That's not tied at all to the MCU, by the way. It's its own thing.
Yeah.
Which I think is the best way to do that. Don't just rip on the movies. Do your thing.
Yeah.
Get Electro.
Different actors. Plot lines.
Yeah, there's a ton of talented video game actors like that in the community that I'm sure would love their turn at playing some of these heroes and villains. And already have in some cases, right? Like Nolan North was a great Penguin in all the Batman games.
Babs, get off the table.
Troy Baker is Batman in the Telltale Batman games. He's Bruce Wayne, and everyone says that it's some people have said that it's starting to like the new staple over Kevin Conroy, which I was like, wow.
Troy Baker, dude.
And that's totally Neil Patrick Harris, I think. At least it sounded like him. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Why is he letting everyone out?
I'll head for the main control.
Because he's a dick. Spidey.
Got it. I'll go join the party.
Maybe
You got
I'm
it, Peter or
mistaken. Sounded
Miles.
like-
Everyone just quietly go back into your cells and lock the door behind you. Okay? Please?
Boop. Oh, Prison Break. This is my favorite plotline, by the way, because it's the plotline that they always used to open the new Avengers, and a lot of my favorite that Avengers Mighty Hero series. It's just there's a super villain wide prison break. That's why we need a team of superheroes, because there's a bajillion of villains out there.
Yep.
It's simple. It's to the point. It's like a Royal Rumble to me. It's like, let's just set up a champion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, he has all his stuff, and they don't, but there's also a million of them, so...
That doesn't sound good.
Spidey, you need backup. Get Tony on the horn.
Oh, hi, Rhino.
What's up, Rhino?
I thought of WWE Rhino for a second.
Surprise. What is he talking about?
Did he let Colossus out?
What's your status? Me? Just trapped in a prison with every criminal I've put away in the last 8 years. No biggie.
No big deal.
Must be working for someone.
Neil Patrick Harris was a Spider-Man in one of the old games. Shattered Dimension, I think. What's up, Scorpion?
Can you hold on a minute? I was in the middle of a phone call and it was business.
That guy, the guy who voiced Spider-Man, reminds me of the guy who voiced Donatello. Might be him. In the Ninja Turtles 2003 animated.
Yep.
Who also, I'm pretty sure, has been in a lot. Was in one of those other Spider-Man games.
Rhino, and now Scorpion are all on the loose. What's going on in the rest of the prison?
Camera system's almost done. I'll give you a sit rep soon.
Okay, I'll keep tracking Electro.
Yeah. Recharging web, or
yeah, this kind of looks like, if it's not completely Shattered Dimension, but like Shattered Dimension had different suits that would like, or sorry, different eras. Oh no, that's not Neil Patrick Harris. That's someone else.
Yeah.
The way he delivered his first line sounded like that. Anyway, it had some of this stuff. Not the well, the 2099 universe had some of this stuff. The flying. They all had web slinging, but this seems way more open. Obviously, those things weren't open worlds; they were like mission based.
Yeah.
Which was kind of the problem. But there were sequences that were like this. It was just in game. Yeah. I like that game, honestly. I thought
that was one of the webs do not.
A little rough around the edges with the combat. Oh, what's up, Vulture? Thanks, Marvel and Michael Keaton, for establishing a new canon for Vulture, so he doesn't just have to be an actual bird, or like a man wearing just like lame wings or something, you know?
Yeah.
Takiri, he just has a mech suit that looks like a vulture.
Yeah, which is pretty rad.
I mean, it presents it a little more menacing than just, hey.
What's up, Birdo?
Yeah, pretty much.
For a second there, I thought you were serious.
So far, it's only been Spider-Man villains so that they've shown. I mean, these villains obviously are universe villains, but yeah.
Yeah.
Traditionally,
He also he has had no backup from other supers.
The Electro is very infamous, though. He's like very like Coleman.
Yeah.
With his street gear. This before he did this, he was tagging graffiti on the fucking street.
That's juice. Okay. First of all,
this totally reminds me of sequences from Shattered Dimensions.
Yeah.
Specifically, I think the 2099 dimension when your suit's all super powered and it's like 2099.
Yeah.
My favorite dimension in that was Noir, which was like 1910, and it's just like, hey, it's all stealth because you don't really have powers.
Dashing. Where'd you get it?
Stark.
Exclusive club.
Oh, Vulture.
Rhino.
Oh, so everyone's got suits. Vulture just hooks everyone up.
Who the fuck is that?
Man, I'm not deep enough in my Spider-Man lore to remember who that is. Oh man. Whoever that is rad.
He said not to kill him. Good idea. In fact, we don't have to do this at all if you don't want to.
We definitely want to.
He said not to kill him, so whoever.
Yeah, so there's somebody. This guy's not even the big one.
Mysterio, maybe. Doc Ock. Who do you think?
Good question. Green Goblin?
It could be Green Goblin, one of the three staples. Mysterio, Green Goblin, or Doc Ock. It's got to be one of those three. Oh, or maybe Spider-Man just straight up dies. Oh yeah, maybe they're doing the Miles Morales thing that they did in Ultimate Spider-Man or whatever. They animated it, I think. They just kill Peter Parker at the beginning, by the way, of that.
Okay.
They're like, there's a new Spider-Man.
Keep crawling, buddy. Oh, but we don't get to see who it is.
Nope.
I see how it is.
That looked good.
Does it look good? I'm still excited for that. Spoderman.
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 Spoderman. Spoderman. Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
This is just recap. Okay, so this is good. This recap kind of gives us our... This is probably endpoint. Yeah, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Kyle.
Yep.
Woo!
Different trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3, which I'm glad.
Whatever Death Stranding is. Ghost of Tsushima, that looked rad. That might be... honestly, that probably was the best looking thing on this whole stage.
Visually, absolutely.
Oh, I was going to say, did they end with Spider-Man? Is that what they're going with?
Seems like it.
Thanks for lugging from one place to the next, guys, so you could see Spider-Man and Ghost of Tsushima.
Resi 2.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, is this just post-conference or... Okay, yeah. I couldn't tell if this was another thing. Well, that's good enough for me to... I don't think we need to keep watching, right? Half hour.
Perfect. Yep.
Yep.
That counts it.
Yep.
All right, Kyle, what'd you think of everything?
I'm excited. There's a few different things that are going to be helpful, like as a player and also as a content creator, like seeing. Well, no, like I mean, really though, like obviously Kingdom Hearts 3 like is exciting for us because we have plans to do 1 and 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
1.5 and 2.5.
Whatever. Yeah, I like I said, I'll Google into whatever.
Yeah. What my assumption with
like
that,
I said, I don't know some of that stuff because that's part of the reason why I want to watch it through is because they added content to that stuff that explains what happens in like all the games that they, like the portable games that they released. I'm pretty sure I don't know if they completely explain everything in Birth by Sleep because I remember Birth by Sleep being like a great war and like it's way behind. It's like the Old Republic, right, or like the Star Wars 1, if you will. It's like, hey, but way before that whole story, you're like, what? Like that kind of stunned people. When
the impression that I had gotten was that like 1.5 is like here's 1 and some other shit that you're gonna need, and 2.5 is here's 2 and here's some other shit you're gonna need. I don't know if that like covers everything, but yeah, I can't do that research. Obviously, you'll have to do it because I don't want to spoil shit for myself.
Ghost of Tsushima looks amazing.
Yep.
I couldn't. It's kind of like it kind of has like a Batman-y Assassin's Creed vibe to me. It looked like it looked more Batman in terms of stealth sequences. It seemed like you had freeform movement, but they gave you enough things like similar to Batman, like hey, grapple here, hey, walk, sneak here, and then enemies highlight, and then you can chain like so. The way that worked, and I know you haven't played Batman, it's like it would highlight an enemy, and you do a predator kill. Or takedown, they call them, predator takedown. And then you could upgrade that so that you would eventually could just do exactly what they did, move the camera angle in that mode and it highlights the next enemy and you could just chain them together, right?
Yeah.
Which that's obviously something that's been eventually in Assassin's Creed stuff too. But the actual melee of the combat seems a little more slow and deliberate than I'd say Batman for sure. And even more so than Assassin's Creed. Like Origins look even more free flowing. Like Origins took some inspirations from Dark Souls, but this seems to be even more in the Dark Souls slant, right? Into slower and except for with boss fights, which seems to be more counter based. And like just like a duel, like the actual the free for all combat seemed a little bit slower and deliberate, which I like. For me, it's just a matter of is that just one giant world and you're just wandering around? Like, is it just like you open like Assassin's Creed or something? It's just like here's this war torn place. Here's a reason for you to be going everywhere. Go just explore and have fun. And if that's the case, man,
oh fucking like come on, Microsoft's trying to do copyright claims on the. Well, Namco and Capcom on the Microsoft conference. I'm going to be filing some disputes about that one.
Anyway, that stuff is just that stuff's bots, Kyle. That stuff bots 90% of the time. Anyway, flagging for stuff. Anyway, that's that I'd say. What Last of Us? What did you think of Last of Us? That opened with that.
I'm excited about Last of Us. I really
some
like
stealth. They showed some action. I'm kind of curious what's happening in that game. What's the narrative conceit? I need to know what's the narrative. I need to finish the first one.
You really do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about that weird? What was it called? Closure? Was that the name of it?
Yeah. I want to see more.
That Inception looking weird, thrilling. I was like, what is this? I thought it was so out there. I was like, wait, is this just Death Stranding? That was by the Alan Wake people, right?
Yes.
Remedy. Yeah.
In 505, I think.
And, yeah, in 505. Yeah, that looked good. That looked interesting. I'm interested to see what that is. I hope there's puzzles. You know what I mean? There's not enough games out there that are doing the Portal thing. Like, obviously, you don't necessarily have to have portal guns, but I mean, like, first-person, narrative-driven games where it's not just you fighting people, right? It's like, hey, you can do other things. And obviously, the Alan Wake guys, in Alan Wake, I don't even remember if you could shoot people. Your whole weapon was your flashlight. Like, the enemies were afraid of, hello, Pepper. The enemies were afraid of the flashlight. So you just had to, like, keep the flashlight on them, right?
Yeah,
I want more like that. That's one of the things I loved about the old Silent Hill games. Even though you could take down enemies, it was really hard, right? Like, you actually were encouraged at times to just run, right? To just get out of here. So many enemies could one hit you that sometimes that was the tactic, is just get to the exit. That, to me, that's how those games should play to a degree, right? Even if you give me tools to solve problems, there should be problems that not only scare me from like a narrative perspective, but from a gameplay perspective, right? Then you're giving me the whole breadth of that experience. And whatever was in Closure looked like, if the gameplay is there to match, something could be really cool. So I think that might be about it, unless you can think of anything else. Oh, Spider-Man. We didn't really cover. We kind of talked about it at the end, but what do you think? You sold?
Oh yeah, I was already sold in the last.
Like, there's obviously an open world stuff is there, but this kind of showed more. Hey, the whole conceit is there's a million bad guys. I'm hoping with the open up the wrap, it means that there better be good Easter eggs. Where I'm hoping there's other heroes in that game. Let's just say that. I'm hoping I go on missions.
Yeah, and you get to team up.
In Batman, the whole conceit of the lore is, we're going to give you a bunch of Batman villains because Batman's rogues gallery is his biggest strength, right? So all the side missions are just some of the lesser known, like, the Mad Hatter and like some of the lesser known Batman villains. That's always great, right? That's always a great use to find, like, it gives you excuses to explore the nooks and crannies of the world and things to do while you're doing it. And narrative things that are cool. Marvel's thing is more its heroes, right? So it's like, it'd be cool if I find a villain and I team up with Luke Cage or whatever, right? Like, insert people who would be in New York, Doctor Strange, like, just me, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be the whole game. It doesn't have to be the whole thing, but there better be some missions where they showcase some of that other world. And if they're going to do this shared universe thing with the Avengers game, then at least give us a teaser of what some of those characters' personalities and what they might look like for that Avengers game. So
I agree.
As side missions, right? I'm totally fine if the main plot is about, well, based on that trailer, it seems like it's about Peter Parker getting fucking getting wrecked.
Yeah. Are we sure that was Peter Parker, or might that be Miles Morales?
It's impossible to tell because Miles Morales, based on voice, because they both sound pretty young. Miles Morales is an African American, though. That's
but we haven't seen his face, so that's not.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If he took the mask off, we'd instantly be able to tell one way or the other.
Yeah, but then his secret identity would be ruined, Ryan. We can't have people knowing that. Just because we know his name doesn't mean the villains know his name.
So that was Sony.
Yep.
I come away feeling pretty good. Press conference was weird though, with the delays and
I don't think it was worth the bit for
even if it was emotionally resonant. It was still
If you really want to have that church scene, fucking pre-record that shit. Do it like beforehand. Get a bunch of people to sign an NDA. Because really, it's not like they're gonna be like, oh.
Also, like, that changes the context of his joke even more. Because not only did he make a Kingsman church joke, the whole conference wasn't even held in the church. They specifically brought people to a church and then let them leave. So it's like, you specifically brought people for an instance to a church and then made a joke about a murder scene in it. I don't know.
And
that's just
honest. What was happening in that game?
Like, I'm not saying it was like completely in poor taste or social justice. I'm just saying, like,
weird decision.
That's weird now. That's even weirder in that context now. We're like, okay. Like, I guess they were trying to hide, like, maybe they're just trying to say, hey, we want to make a big deal out of the fact that this Last of Us scene's in a church and we got this guy to play here in this church. And it was an effective battle scene, don't get me wrong. That was all emotionally resonant, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's not worth
it. I don't think the content itself was handled in poor taste or anything like that.
No.
It's just,
it was fine, but then it's just like...
It was just Doctor Strange, son.
Yeah, moving everyone to the fucking rest of the press conference was awkward and janky and weird.
It was Doctor Strange, wasn't it, Pepper? Oh. Pepper, what'd you think of Sony?
It was great, Ryan.
No, Pepper wants lunch. That's what Pepper wants. Yeah. All right. Pepper ends the stream. We're good.
Yeah. No one's gonna be able to see her because of the
edit.
Well, the crop.
She's trying to jump at me because she wants lunch.
All right. Well, that'll do it for Sony. Stick around for Nintendo.
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 After Pepper gets lunch.